Welcome to Full Potential 1000. When I think back to when, in my early days, I don't want to sound old and stuff, I'm very young, but when I think back to the times where I was in primary and before kindergarten, I was super young. I cannot just stop being proud of myself because I worked hard, super hard, super hard. Thinking back to how I was, I'm way different now. And it gives me a sense of I have been improving all of this time. Even though in those moments I felt like I'm not improving and it's stagnant. And I was like, this is how I am. But it's just that my mind, I focused on the bad things, the so-called bad things that I did, that I thought that I was not moving forward, that I thought that I was stagnant. Only that I didn't notice the times that I actually gave myself a chance, the times that I actually wanted to believe in myself, the times that I showed love to myself, the times that I became selfish, the times that I chose myself, the times that I rewarded myself, I clapped for myself, I smiled for myself, I laughed for myself. I laughed at my own jokes. I laughed at my own personality. I enjoyed being alone. I forgot those times because I was focusing on, no, you gotta talk this way. No, you gotta walk this way. Especially in high school. In school, I was so stifled that I couldn't even speak my mind without thinking if somebody would think a certain way about me. Because back in high school, I was full of emotions. But at the same time, I had this, even though it was developing, but I had comprehension. I could understand things that were bigger than my mind. I could understand why my parents acted the way they acted, why certain people acted the way they acted. I understood that there's always a cause for a certain thing. There's always a trauma for very emotional actions. I understood at that time, but I also had my own traumas. I had my own emotions. And at that time, I was focusing on, no, don't be awkward. Don't say these wrong things. Don't do that. Oh, you remember saying that? They didn't like you. You remember you said this joke, they didn't laugh. But at the same time, I disregarded the times that I was like, you're the man. I'm proud of myself. I did that. I passed that test. I jumped that rope. I ran that race. I went up to that woman and I talked to her. I went up to that sir and I talked to him. I went up to this person and I stood up for myself. I went up to this person and I fought him. I punched him because he disrespected me. I stood up for myself. I forgot these times. I forgot them. And I'm realizing that from when I was young, 8 years, 9 years, 7 years, when I had my anger issues, when I was always worrying what other people would think of me, worrying that if I go to this girl, these guys are going to see me and I'm going to fail and then they're going to laugh at me, worrying about these things, that I kept on getting better at being myself, kept on being better mentally. I grew. I faced more challenges. I got more depressed. I got more perspectives that made me sad and looked at me as if I'm lame. When I was young in primary, I looked at myself as a loser. I remember standing by myself on the ground alone with no friends. Actually, I had people I consider. Well, at the time, I didn't really consider them friends because I was alone. And I was like, what type of friends are these if I'm alone? There were times that I didn't like being alone and I looked at being alone as something a loser would do. You're not popular. You're lame. I looked at it that way, and I became sad. I became sad. And I focused on those things. And I don't blame me. I was young. It's a shame that I couldn't be that and be like, it's a great chance that you are alone. There are times that you will want to be alone, but you can't. There's so many people. Enjoy your time being by yourself. So many times. There were so many times where it's a new class, new people, new learners, new year. And I wouldn't talk to anybody because I was thinking that they would see how lame I am. And that would be embarrassing. So I'd rather keep quiet and not speak. Many times, I keep quiet and let others speak to me instead. At that time, trying to block certain things from my mind, block myself from saying certain things so that they wouldn't like me, they wouldn't hate me. So many times. And it kept on going. From where it started, I'd say it started when I was super young. Like, I'm not even sure of the memory. Not even sure. I'm really not even sure. Maybe it was family, but I know my family loves me, but at the same time, they don't have the knowledge that I have. So they may say things that may stick to me that I go with. Or it could be friends or other adults at that time that are considered adults. But I kept on going with that thing that I'm lame and I don't want people to see that I'm lame. I'm bad at this, but I don't want people to see that I'm bad at this. I don't want people to judge me. I put people on top of me. They were the judges of my life. And I focused on that. And I forgot the times that I went against that knowledge, what I thought. I went against it. There were many times when I challenged people and I didn't accept what they were giving me, the disrespect. Many times. Because at the same time, there are times that I did accept the disrespect because I thought of myself as lame and I wanted their approval. So I was begging it. Sorry. I'll never do it again. I'm sorry. You wanna fuck you? Who are you for me to say sorry to you? What have you done for me to say sorry for you? I've done so much. All of these years. The person who was challenging these thoughts that I imbued inside of me when I was young, from other people, from society. I'm the one who challenged them. I'm the one who started to watch positive videos. I'm the one who started to watch positive podcasts. I'm the one who started to fight for myself, stand for myself. I'm the one who clapped for myself. I'm the one who smiled for myself. I'm the one who cried with myself. I'm the one who stayed in the emotions with myself. Nobody else has that medal. Nobody has that victory. Nobody has that trophy. You've earned a trophy. Paul Malimabi. Me. Nobody hears my thoughts. And that's my own pride. You can't hear that because it's too important. You don't deserve it. But I do. Because I'm the one who has worked hard for me. And I'm proud of myself. People would be like, what do you mean? You didn't do hard work? Shut the fuck up. It was hard work to me. You don't know this mental gene inside of my head. You don't know. You don't know how hard it is to do something when it feels like you're gonna fall off a cliff. When another person can just look at it as, what? This is just going up to this shop and talking to this random person. You don't know inside of my thought what I'm thinking I am, what I'm thinking would happen, what I'm thinking. I'm the one who is torturing me. But I had to save myself from that. Not you. And that's a pride for me. I'm proud of myself. I pat me. Well done, Pomai Mabi. He's the best, most valuable person in my world. He has done so much for me. And it is time for me to do so much for him consciously this time. Because I was conscious, but I want to be conscious most of the time now. I've done so much, but there's so much I can do for him. And I'm proud. I can do more. I can do more. It's time for me to pay this money, to invest in my mind, invest in myself, build a ground for myself, know truly what do I want. I got it, but I gotta push more, test myself, find more about myself. To me, I am proud of me. So, whenever people are like, you ain't worth shit, you ain't do this, you ain't do that, tell them you don't know me and you can never be me. And I am the MVP. You are nothing to me. Even if they could be like, I don't care, I don't care too. Get the fuck out of my face, man. Because you have fought. You are the one who has fought for yourself. The days where you were sad, the days that you, even if you abused yourself, you are the one who stayed with yourself. Cried with yourself. Happy with yourself. Angry with yourself. You are still there. Unconditional love. Whether you know it or you don't know it. It's Full Potential 1000.